Hi everyone, so this video is on multiplying numbers that are in standard form. Okay, so there are two types that we're going to look at. Okay, now this is different to the video if you've watched it on adding and subtracting numbers in standard form. And if you've watched that one, you'll see that when we add and subtract them, we take them out of standard form. Now you can do that, but it gets really messy, especially with the number of zeros that you have. Now this is quite nice, this one, especially if you know your rules of indices. So what we can do is we can separate them out into two different multiplications. So I'm going to concentrate on the normal numbers first, not the powers of 10. So I've got these two numbers here multiplied together. So I've got 3.5 times 2. So we can quite easily put that as 7. And then let's look at the powers of 10. And what we have here is 10 to the power of 6 times 10 to the power of 4. And if you've watched my video on multiplying indices, okay, the rule for that is when you're multiplying, you can use the trick of adding the powers. And if you want to know why that is, you need to go back and watch one of my other videos, okay? So it makes 10 to the power of 10. And then all I've got is these two numbers left. So my answer is 7 times 10 to the power of 10. It's that straightforward, okay? The next one is a little bit more complicated, but I will explain why in a second. So we'll do the same thing again. We've got 8.2 times 2, which is 16.4. Then we'll work on our powers of 10. So I've got 10 to the power of 4 times 10 to the power of 3. Okay, so if I write my answer now, I've got 16.4 times 10. Oh, I didn't put the answer here, did I? This one's 10 to the power of 7, isn't it? Okay, to the power of 7. Now, this isn't quite complete yet because this first number here is more than 10, and we always say it can't be. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to change this to 1.64. And what that makes is 1.64 times 10 would give me this, times 10 to the power of 7. So what's actually going to happen is these are going to combine, and my final answer is going to be 1.64 times 10 to the power of 8. So what happens is, if this is more than 10, you have to add 1 to the power. Okay, so have a go at some questions yourself.